Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Headmaster's Homeroom. I am Lady Hamilton. It's nice to see everybody here tonight at the Reset Kitchen. Let's say hello to our viewers over there on Rumble. Nice to see you guys over there. Bees, Frosty, Dark Horse, JJ, hi, Nancy, and so forth. Nice to see you guys. Hello to all of our viewers on Pill. That's right. Let's go, JJ. And all of our ex-viewers, you guys make sure you say hello so we can say hello back. That's right. Welcome to the show. And all of our wonderful viewers on YouTube. Let's say hello to you guys as well. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody do me a favor and hit those buttons. Those likes, follows, shares, those mean the world to me. And thank you guys so much for your support of the show. I appreciate your cash apps, your rants, your tips, your pills, and more. You guys are truly the best. I appreciate that very much. Well, it's the Reset Kitchen, where we first feed your body and then feed your soul. And today we are talking about chocolate and strawberries. I have been so busy over the holidays, doing a little bit, maybe too much, but making stuff for the wonderful parties at the hospital for my husband. And so I've got these wonderful videos that we do. I had different videos where I've showed you guys how to make your own chocolates. And all these other kind of things here before. So if you guys want to see previous videos on how to make your own chocolates and sweetened condensed milk, I highly suggest you go back and look at those. They're super simple, especially the condensed milk. I mean, it's just honey and milk and just slowly cook it down until it's condensed milk. I mean, it's really that simple. So I am using those ingredients to create my wonderful things today, like our wonderful fudge. Also, we are doing strawberry cheesecake bars and also some hot cocoa. So I hope you guys are excited for these things. All right, everyone. Nice to see all you guys. I'm so excited. All right, let's load these up and let's start here. Let me get to my desktop with our wonderful strawberry cheesecake bars. I'm going to load that up for everyone here, get it all set up. Put that on pause so we can load that up. I hope you guys are doing really great. I hope your holidays were wonderful. Hey, Princess, nice to see you in here as well, too. So nice to see everyone here joining me tonight. Thank you so much for that. That means the world to me. So let's get hungry. I hope you guys brought a snack. This is all desserts tonight. So I'm going to load this up, and we are starting with these amazing strawberry cheesecake bars. I have made strawberry cheesecake before, but this was a different version of this where you're using your cream cheese and yogurt. So I hope you guys are excited for this. So let's go. Let's get hungry. Everybody grab your snacks. We are going to be making some strawberry cheesecake bars in this recipe. And so if you guys can see, I've already pureed some strawberries. Boy, they looking so beautiful this season. Look at that, everybody. And yes, super excited. We are saving these using chocolate covered strawberries for our finale. So I'm saving the best and the biggest for that. So the rest of this is about 32 ounces. You can definitely half this recipe because I am making this for a Christmas party. So you can use these for any kind of party, but right now we are going to make a wonderful filling and save some of this for the sauce on the top. So again, I just pureed the strawberries and nothing else. To it, we're going to add in a couple tablespoons of wonderful honey to our mixture. And then this needs to go on the stove and reduce down. So 2 tablespoons of honey, making sure we get all that wonderful honey in here. These strawberries are so sweet, they do not need much more than that. We're going to be putting in a tablespoon, or 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon. And just mixing this up, putting this on the stove on a medium. Once it gets to a nice boil, we can take that to medium low. And really just wanting to thicken this up and reduce this down. But taking some of this extra water out and almost turning it into this beautiful, wonderful strawberry sauce. All right, that is our first part. And see that as it's going. Look at our beautiful strawberry sauce coming down. Pretty foamy. It's about halfway. We just want to make sure we've got this on a nice low to medium, as you can see. It's getting thicker, but we want it even thicker than this. We're going to still keep reducing this until it gets to a really thick, almost jam-like, syrupy, beautiful state. All right, look at that. Okay, everyone, our strawberry sauce is finished, and see how we put that down into this really beautiful, beautiful syrup here. That is what we are looking for, everyone. Really yummy. All right, everyone, we will see that as we add that to another recipe. Today, we're making strawberry cheesecake bars. A little different variation of my normal cheesecakes. And you guys can see we've got our cream cheese whipped up. And you can always have these recipes, but these are ones I do for a large gathering or a party or so forth. So this is going to be 8 ounces of cream cheese, right? So we got a total of 32 ounces of cream cheese right here that we have already whipped up. We're going to take a cup of Greek yogurt. You guys can choose plain if you want to. Since it's strawberry, I chose a strawberry one. Nice, beautiful Greek yogurt. And just adding in that cup of that. I'm going to be adding in 4 egg yolks here as well. And we made that wonderful strawberry puree exactly for one of these recipes. We are going to be putting in about half of that right now. I don't know. Let's see how much that's going to be without measuring it real quick. So we're going to be saving the other half for the topping. So good. That's what I thought. We're going to be putting in a cup of that wonderful strawberry puree that we just made. Oh man, is that so good. That turned out so good, guys. All right, saving the other half for later. All right, we're going to be putting in a cup of honey. You can use sugars if you want to, but you guys know we love honey in this house. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Homemade vanilla, you guys. Make your own. Super simple. We're going to put this into our mixer and blend it up really well here. Nice and creamy. There we go. As you guys can see, we've got our wonderful mixer over here. Got leftover cream cheese from when I whipped it all up. Make sure your cream cheese is room temperature. And you can always make your own as well with that. Showed you guys how to do that in recipes before. So you don't got any cream cheese on hand, make your own. All right, everyone, we are going to whip this up and get this nice, fluffy and creamy, making sure to scrape your sides. Starting it off low. Make sure everything is incorporated. We don't want it flying everywhere. Gradually just getting that all mixed up. All right, we'll be back as soon as we're done mixing. All right, we got this nice and whipped up. I let that baby go for about good 5 minutes. We want to make sure it's nice and whipped up, everybody, making sure that you scrape the sides as well. We've got our pans ready over here. You guys know I love to do a walnut crust, and that is exactly what this recipe I found. It's got a little bit of butter to it. I love this recipe. I thought this was going to be exciting since I saw so many beautiful strawberries I had to go grab. Absolutely amazing. This is going to get that off of our whips. And I just lined up some pans here with a beautiful walnut dried cherry little mixture here. Isn't that awesome? Really great. Really great. Ready to go. We're going to pour our cheesecake batter into these. Dividing that up. Amazingly good. It's going to be amazingly good. Sure we get all of this into our pan. Just like that. Cheesecake heaven. I just know we love some cheesecake over in this house. Here's another simple version. If you don't have a springform pan, you can just make yourself some cheesecake bars, and you just want to spread this out nice and even, just like that. Just like that. How awesome is this? You see, we've got both of these just spread out. We're going to put these in the oven. Let's see. Just double checking on this. We're going to put this in the oven. I know it's 350. I think that we cooked these for, let's see, how long? $30 minutes. That's what I thought, but it's always good to double check. Don't want to waste any of this wonderful cheesecake batter. So just putting that in here, smoothing it out. Yum, yum, yum. Taking care of that wonderful syrup for a late, like I said, 350. Let me just pull this so I can see 350. 30 minutes, everyone, and we'll be back to check these out. We won't be able to decorate these quite ready because after they sit for a while, we've got to make sure that they go into the refrigerator, and we'll finish these up with amazing strawberry sauce, right? And then oh, isn't that not fair? Yeah, that is so awesome. That is the strawberry cheesecake bars, and they were topped with strawberry sauce, whipped cream, and chocolate covered strawberries. And as I was filming the very last of that, my computer completely crashed. So sorry about you didn't get to see the second part of that. I was taping that, and I don't know why, but that's where you got, and that's what it ended up looking like. My husband says that didn't last very long in the hospital at all. So no surprise, but yes, it was super simple. You guys just dip your chocolate strawberries, make your homemade whipped cream, and drizzled that with the homemade chocolate sauce and strawberry sauce that was left over. And wow, right? It was so, so good. So, so good. I just want to say a huge thank you again over there to JJ. You are the best, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for gifting me the cookie over there on pills. Yes, that looks so great. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was awesome, and it's super simple to do, right? Mix all the ingredients together, throw them in a little pan, bake it 350 for 30 minutes, and you guys have some amazing strawberry cheesecake bars. Yes. Frosty cracks me up. The doctor put you on a cheesecake diet. Well, good luck with that. I'll tell you, we do so many cheesecakes here on this thing. It's definitely our favorite dessert in this household. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that one. All right, let's get on to the next one. And we are going to do fudge. So let me get that loaded up, everybody. Again, I was doing so much baking here for the holidays. And the Christmas parties and so forth like this. This is another one I sent. I sent my husband like, I don't know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 trays of food for that big hospital. So yeah, the next one is fudge. So let's load it up so everyone can see how we make homemade fudge. Here we go. All right, it's homemade fudge time, everyone, and we're starting here. It's definitely a doubled recipe. This is, again, just doing this for a party. So I just want to show you that we're going to start off with 2 cups of wonderful organic dark cocoa. Love this. All right, and so what we're going to do is we're going to add in 2 cups of honey, just so that we can get this all mixed together. And grabbing all of this amazing honey. Sometimes it's so much easier to mix the honey and the cocoa together. Just like that, grabbing all that wonderful honey. You can do sugar. If you did, it'd be the same thing. 2 cups of sugar. We're using honey. I love this. This is how I make my homemade chocolates too. Grabbing all of that beautiful, beautiful honey. Look at that. All right, and so you can see it's so much easier to mix it this way and get all of this incorporated in the honey versus putting it right into the milk. Just want to grab all of this. This is going to be a very slow process. We're going to warm this up to a boil. It takes about 15 minutes to get to that. And then we're going to put this on low and cook it for 30 minutes afterwards. All right. That is pretty incorporated. We're putting in 3 cups of milk. Just want to mix this in without it going everywhere. Just get it all within. All right, as you can see, we've got this all mixed in here too. So again, I am doubling this recipe. So we started with 2 cups of cocoa powder, 2 cups of honey, and 3 cups of milk. So we're just going to get this all incorporated like this, and then we're going to put it on the stove and get it to a boil, right? It'll probably take you about 15 minutes to go on a heavy boil going on with this. Once we do that, we'll check in on it, and we want to turn it down at that point to low to medium to continue to cook this without stirring, by the way, until the temperature reaches 234, which will probably take about 30 minutes. And once we do that, we will remove that and add in our butter and vanilla. So let's get this on the stove as we check on it here shortly. All right, as you can see, we've got this to a nice, beautiful boil, right? We're going to pretty much stir this for this last time. We're going to turn it on low heat and let this go for 30 minutes, everyone. But look at how beautiful that is already getting for our wonderful homemade fudge. Absolutely yummy. We'll be back to check on it here. Again, 30 minutes on low. All right, as you guys can see here, if I can make sure, look at how beautiful it's got. Just cooking it down for 30 minutes on low, and it just thickens up this beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, thick, glowy, smooth chocolate. Yes, the power chocolate. We are going to stir in our butter now, and that is about 1/4 a cup of, a little over 1/4 of a cup of butter, but just about 1/4 of a cup of butter, and we're just going to stir that in. Getting that all beautifully melted. We're going to let that sit for just a second. Vanilla. Grabbing our vanilla, we just want a couple of teaspoons of our homemade vanilla, just like that. The last thing to finish it off is just a teaspoon of salt, just a little bit like that, just in there, and we are good to go. Just allowing that butter to melt, everything to be blended in here so beautifully. Look at that beautiful color. Gorgeous. Encourage you guys to make your own fudge. Super simple recipe. Now it's just stirring. I'm going to chop up the butter a little bit faster if I wanted to into smaller pieces to let that melt, but it's doing its thing. Give that 1 second. One. right, so now that we've got that incorporated here, we are going to put our fudge into our pans. We're going to make one with nuts and one without them. Beautifully grab that. These are two different pans here. Some people might have some allergies. Never know. Just grabbing all of this. Amazing, amazing chocolate beauty. This is great for gifts. This is great for parties. This is great for anything, but definitely holidays. Fudge making was big in our house. So it's peanut brittle and English toffee, but we are loving the homemade fudge, everybody. Using that wonderful, lovely honey. Just want to grab a spatula, rubber spatula, so I can get all of this amazing fudge out of here. Just like that. Grab it from this pan. We don't want to waste a drop. Just like that. All right. That's why I said you could have definitely easily just done one half of this recipe, but since this was being made for a party, and you could do for gifts too. Great thing, you know, to do. We have done this recipe. All right. So like I said, one of these are going to be plain, and one of these are going to be with nuts. So we'll just put this one here. We'll leave it back on here for nuts. And I have crushed up some walnuts. You guys can do walnuts sometimes, but we're just going to top this with amazing walnuts. Do a little last minute mix in here too. Just a couple of cups of wonderful walnuts here. We're going to just mix this in as well. We get walnuts throughout our fudge. Look at that. It's going to be so good. You could just use a baking dish and lining it with parchment paper, but since this is going out as a treat and a gift, I'll just use these little disposables. They come in handy for things like that. Grab a little bit more. Get our top. And we have got the amazing walnut fudge here, like I said, and a plain one that we can do no nuts. We might even sprinkle that one with some candy canes or other things like that. That's a really great idea. But there you guys go. This is your recipe for fudge. Okay, like I said, we're going to make one of these special. You can't always leave it plain, and that is fine as well too. But I decided to grind up some wonderful candy cane. And I'm going to put that right on the top here and make it a little flexible. You could have left it plain if you want to, but now you see another version. And what an awesome thing to do for the holidays, or just because. But how great is that, making a good one here with a wonderful candy cane. Just crumbled up in a food processor, smash it, take a hammer, rolling pin, whatever you want to do. There we go. There you go. We have a candy cane fudge here as well, and a walnut fudge, everyone. Enjoy. There you guys go with that. Candy cane and walnut fudge. Yes, I'll tell you what. Everyone loved that. I had to leave a few here too for everyone. Yeah, to eat, because you know, the husband and the son, of course, in the holidays they had to have some too. But yeah, I'm sure that went pretty fast over there at that holiday party as well too. Oh, I love it, Frosty. Oh, thank you so much for that, Princess. I was just over here chuckling because Frosty and Princess are like, oh, she's gonna make the fudge and the cheesecake bars, and Frosty says, let's start that now. Yeah, let's start that now. And you, I thank you so much for this. That's awesome, Frosty Princess. We love you, Lady H. I love you too so much. Thank you guys so much for that. And turning the chat purple over there. Thank you, Princess. I appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoy that. They're just super simple. Now, make sure when you're doing the fudge, you got to bring it up to 235 degrees. So you didn't see that part with like a candy thermometer or thermometer of some sense, but it needs to be, that's why it takes so long on low, is you got to make sure it reaches that temperature. Okay, so that part was not in the video because I had it on my back stove on low so I could do other things. But again, making sure you bring that fudge temperature, just like when you're making other candies, you got to bring it to a certain temperature so it gets that thickness. Okay, so everyone knows that one. All right, I'm glad you guys are enjoying these. All right, our last one for tonight is hot chocolate, and it's fun because I've been remaking these for everyone. But this one, if you guys can't do either one of these, this one you can do for sure, because it's just get your crock pot out and just let that sit while you're making everything else. So we are going to do some homemade hot cocoa. So let me get that loaded up for everybody here. It's so nice to do the videos over again, because last week I think I showed you a few of these that were older, but now that I have the new cameras and whatever, you know, it just makes it more clearer, something for you to see. And so I'm enjoying that very much. So let's see the new version of hot cocoa. Same recipe though, guys, same thing. Pretty much it's just your honey, it's your milk, it's your cocoa, and so forth. And it's so good because you just put it in a crock pot on low for a few hours. So here we go, guys. It's hot chocolate time, and we are going to make some crock pot hot chocolate. So we started with a half a cup of organic dark cocoa powder in our crock pot bowl. We're going to be adding in 2/3 of a cup of honey, like this. Mixing this up with our whisk. Get all of that beautiful chocolate incorporated with our wonderful honey. This takes about 2 hours on your low setting. Come on. There we go. Chocolate's trying to escape on me. Can't have any of that. You just want to incorporate this. It makes it easier when you're mixing in the milks and cream to get that chocolate incorporated with the honey first. All right. I'm putting in 4 cups of milk and 1 cup of cream. All of that cream, there we go. All of that comes in there. Mixing this up, giving it a good whisk. This is one of the most simplest things to do after this cooks down on low for a few hours. Then you just add a little vanilla, which we make here ourselves, right? Greek vodka, vanilla beans, slice them open, store them in a nice cool dark place for a few months, and voila, you've got great vanilla. It takes about 3 months or so to do that. You get a really good vanilla, you know. I would say start making it ahead of time so you have it for the following year, because the longer it stores, the better it goes. You can see we are just mixing in all of this together. And put it in the crock pot, everyone. The most important thing is you just want to get that chocolate well incorporated. You probably still need to mix this as it goes, checking on it, making sure all of that chocolate is whipped in. And you've got wonderful hot chocolate, and we will be back to check on that as that is finished. All right, it is time to finish our hot chocolate. Look at how amazing this is. It's been going for several hours. We are going to try to do our little Merry Christmas cup here. We've got our homemade chocolate sauce that we're going to start with a nice little drizzle in the bottom. Giving it just a kicked up notch, not too much, and we're going to add some more to that top here. All right, and we are going to load up our cup here with some hot chocolate. Look at how creamy this is. Oh, yum. Absolutely yum. All right, we are not going to fill this up too much because you know what? To have hot chocolate without some amazing homemade whipped cream. Love that. We've got our homemade whipped cream right here. We're going to load that right in here. There we go. Drizzle some more of that wonderful chocolate on top. Just like that. It's Christmas time, so we're going to throw in a wonderful candy cane, everyone. And here you go. Homemade chocolate, hot chocolate, all from scratch. Everyone have a Merry Christmas and enjoy. That's the easiest one out of them all, everyone. So easy. So while you're doing everything else, start with your hot chocolate, throw it in a crock pot, let it just sit there on low for a few hours, and it's just that simple. So if there's anything that you guys are going to be doing, that would be the one. I mean, it's just, they're all pretty simple. I think that you guys, thank you so much, right? Thank you guys so much. It is really awesome and really simple, you know. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so great. I love what Frosty said here too. It is imperative for a good night's sleep. You know, the funny thing about this though too is I don't know what size cups you guys have. In our house, our coffee cup seems to be huge. I remember I used to have my coffee cup, and you guys have seen with Nurse Patrick. I mean, our coffee cups are huge. So it's like 3 of them. That's all, you know. 3 of them, and it was like it took up all the hot chocolate. So if you are going to have more for like a party, you might want to double that recipe based on the sides, because nobody wants a shot version of hot cocoa, right? Everybody wants a good portion of that, you know. So 4 cups, remember, with 4 cups of milk, right? So that doesn't really go very far depending on the size of your cup. And so I just thought that would be really fun to tell you guys. If you have cups like Nurse Patrick and I, then yeah, double that recipe, because that was one round between me, my husband, and my son. And oh, it's just so good. And you probably guess who got the candy cane, because you know Nurse Patrick and I do not eat that kind of candy. We bought it literally just for the holidays, for presents and for the son. So yes, he got the one with the candy cane. Not that he was complaining, but that is the hot cocoa version, guys. Oh, amazing. Aren't those great? Those are your 3 recipes for today. Super simple, super simple. All 3 of them I think are pretty simple. But if you want to just do something that's basically, you know, no hands, you know, hands-free kind of thing. The hardest part you have to do is mix those ingredients together and get yourself a little crock pot. You can half that recipe, you can double that recipe, but it's just basically the most important thing about that is I love the great honey, you know, and I love the good organic dark chocolate. That's what really makes it just oh so great. And then you guys know my milk and my cream come from my local dairy, so that might make it. And our cream is so thick, sometimes it looks like you need a spoon, you know, so that also makes it really special as well too. But love all that. Look at that. Nancy is writing down the recipes. Awesome. So great. It is the right size that you can. That's right. I'm sorry. I love my coffee. I love my cocoa. I need a larger cup. And so that is the 3 wonderful things, you guys. Super, super easy. So you can use that for any time. It's winter time. Make the hot cocoa. Great. They always say warm milk is great before you go to bed, like Frosty says, so you might as well make it hot chocolate, right? Right. I'm glad you guys enjoyed those videos. Hey, Mabel, nice to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. All right. So if you missed those, you guys can always go back and find that. I think I showed you guys before how you can literally just go to my main Rumble link, you know, and in the chat or in the top, you can just type in homemade chocolate or homemade, and you guys can see those recipes, how to make your own stuff like that, your own chocolates and so forth like that, as I dip strawberries. But truly, I mean, that is your choice. You guys can get your chocolate of your choice, dip your strawberries in them that way. I just happen to make everything from scratch. Why? Because if I don't, I'm going to get really sick. And we'll talk about that in our next portions. So I hope you guys enjoyed the feeding your body today with all kinds of dessert. Let's put that into the diets, right? And it is now time for us to feed the soul, as we're talking about being the light. So after our wonderful Be Blessed prayer, if you guys don't know about this wonderful prayer, is a beautiful gift that was given to me, and it's a prayer for everyone that's out there. I don't know what you're going through. You don't know what I'm going through, but God knows what you're going through. So when my friend neighbor gave us this gift, I have been saying this prayer for now almost 3 years, right? Maybe not that. We're going to own that though. Almost 3 years here in February. So, and I just love it. It's just an absolutely beautiful prayer. And so after the prayer, everyone over there on YouTube, I hope you guys have a great night. And we are not done. We'll be back over here on the other channel. So everyone, let's start with the Be Blessed prayer. you.